Happiness is not found in what we own, but in how we live. In a charming little village, surrounded by green hills and chirping birds, lived an elderly woman named Mary. Mary was known as the kindest soul in the village. She had a heart so big that everyone felt at home around her. Though she lived alone, she was never truly lonely. Villagers often visited her to share stories, seek advice, or simply enjoy her warm smile. In return, they brought her fresh bread, fruits, and other little things to make sure she was never in need. One crisp autumn morning, as the golden leaves danced in the breeze, Mary decided to walk into the forest to gather some wood for her fireplace. The forest was serene, filled with the sound of rustling leaves and singing birds. As she ventured deeper, her eyes caught sight of something unusual, a large old pot half buried in the ground. Curiosity sparked, and Mary brushed off the dirt. When she opened it, her eyes widened in astonishment. The pot was filled with gold coins, shimmering in the soft sunlight. Her heart pounded with joy. For the first time in years, Mary began to dream. A bigger house, a soft bed, a fancy chair by a warm fireplace, a life of comfort and luxury. But there was a problem. The pot was far too heavy for her to carry. Not ready to give up, Mary showed her resourcefulness. She built a makeshift slide from wooden planks, tied a strong cloth around the pot, and began dragging it back towards the village. However, after a while, she noticed something strange. The gold coins inside had started changing color. When she paused to take a breath and peeked inside, her jaw dropped. The gold had turned to silver. A pang of disappointment shot through her heart. But Mary, always positive, whispered to herself, "Silver is still precious. It's still enough for a good life." She kept pulling, but after a while, the silver turned to iron. Mary froze. Her dreams of a rich, grand life crumbled in an instant. She sat there in silence, feeling a wave of despair. And then she smiled. She realized something powerful. Before finding this pot, she was already happy. She didn't need gold or silver to be content. Her neighbors loved her. She had a warm little home and a heart full of gratitude. That was enough. Mary left the pot right there in the forest. She returned home, sat by her old but cozy fireplace, and felt a warmth in her heart that no treasure could ever give. From that day on, Mary lived as she always had, spreading kindness, helping her neighbors, and receiving love in return. She had discovered the real truth. True happiness doesn't come from wealth, but from a grateful heart. Hey everyone! I see many of you are watching my videos but haven't subscribed yet. Subscribing is free, and it really helps me create more content you love. So, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for being here.